Coming up on the One Brain Cell Palmcast.
Pattern.
Oh, you're saying the
What kind of retarded shit is this, bro?
Why? Like, come on, you're Mr. Conspiracy Theory. All of a sudden,
Look, I say you never know with him. He'll be like, "Yeah, no, this is real." And then like I would be like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Hang on, I thought we were going down the same rabbit hole. What happened?"
Hank me up, hank me down, and get me the Hank out of this town.
all right. Sorry, I've been eating a ton of bananas. Oh,
What does that mean?
That's how we're opening the podcast.
Absolutely.
wait, is it
We're
recording?
in it. Yeah, we're in it.
Look, I read something that said I need potassium so my brain works. So I'm bananaing it up. Anyway, welcome to the
why
Two
did
Brain Cell Podcast. We've been
First of all, one
upgraded.
brain cell.
We've been upgraded because this is a really smart episode. But don't worry, we'll be back down to one brain cell by the end.
We've eaten so many bananas, we now have 2 brain cells.
Thank you all for coming on out here. We're gonna make sure that we get rid of that one brain cell for you. Keep it on to that one brain cell podcast.
That's right.
Speaking of 1 brain cell, what episode is this? I can't even remember.
This is episode 8.
Is it?
8.
Can we count?
8. Yeah.
We've gotten it
Wait, so
wrong
what's with the
before.
bananas?
That's a royal weed, Nate. Although to be fair, none of us corrected you. So-
I got it wrong.
No, okay.
I was right there with them.
You didn't have to tell
yeah, I
him. We
don't
could have made Nate feel like he was the only one. Okay.
Bro, if you make me ask about these bananas one more time,
I don't think
Today-
is it making you take a shit or what, dude? What's going on?
Got yellow shits.
Oh, about the bananas? No. So
Yeah.
I was having a little bit of stomach problems, and I was just like, do what an intelligent person does. Don't waste money on store-bought antacids. Just go straight to the source with baking powder. So I put, or baking soda. So I put it in my drink, and then I drank some mixed into water, and I realized, oh, that was way more than a daily dose, and that can actually cause extreme biological harm. So I forced myself to.
Oh my God.
Undrink some of it, and then I got a bunch of bananas and I'm eating them to balance my sodium levels. So there you go. On to conspiracy theories.
Seth, your existence is a conspiracy theory. The fact that you're still alive.
every time I went to his residence, dude, I'd always be like, "What? Okay." And there's always something goofy going on. So like,
You
okay.
just poured baking soda in a glass of water and drank it?
Yeah.
I've never heard of anyone doing that before.
So I'll
Look,
start with
some
the
of
conspiracy
us,
theory.
some of us have to break out of the conspiracy.
Did you chug a little drain cleaner afterwards to just wash it all down?
No,
Make sure
that's
your
that's
pipes were clean?
breakfast. That's breakfast. Okay.
Oh my
Well,
God.
now baking soda's been around for a long time. It's
It
pretty
has.
damn safe. Other than overdosing.
Other than taking 4 times the recommended dose or whatever. Yeah.
As
Conspiracy
you do.
number 1: baking soda.
Man, I'm really glad I pressed on that. Also, bro, be careful.
I will. Don't worry.
You're gonna wake up tomorrow. He's
This
gonna
is
be
just
like
a
foaming at the
regular
mouth.
Wednesday for him.
Yeah.
It sure will be. Is.
Holy God. Episode
So-
8, boys.
Episode 8, conspiracy episode, baby. Time to present conspiracy theories that we may think are true, may think are false, may even be involved in.
We will not deny or confirm any allegations.
To lead off with, what is a conspiracy theory? A conspiracy theory is a term invented by the CIA to discredit investigations into the government. That's not a joke. That's actually
That's a
true
fact.
and public. So, conspiracy theories exist inversely proportional to the amount of dissemination of information publicly about what those in charge or those in power, those who have the ability to influence society are doing. And with that, let's get into it.
Bravo. Who's going first?
Anyone have one about the CIA since they invented conspiracy theories?
Yeah, the CIA themselves are a conspiracy theory. They're not even real.
Bro, don't even get me started. Or maybe do. I feel like yours would touch on the CIA, Brighton.
A little bit, yeah. Because my theory is called the global media mind control, mass psychological operations. So this one is not relatively new. It's been around for way too long because it started off with Project MK Ultra. That's from like the 1950s all the way to about the 1970s.
My dude.
Yes,
Hell
yes. Like I said, speaking to the CIA, because this is a real CIA operation there where they tested mind control techniques using drugs, hypnosis, conditionings, all that stuff. That it was all classified by the U.S. government and it was also to explore, manipulating human behavior. Another one that kind of touched basically, like I said, this is just what they're using for historical precedents and all that stuff. Operation Mockingbird. It's another CIA, kind of system that happened. It was CIA recruited journalists for this that infiltrated major media outlets to spread pro-American narratives during the Cold War. So that's where kind of the basis of this whole idea comes from, that like, hey, if it's been done before to other countries and it's been released to us that it's been done before, why could it not be happening as of now? These are two very common things that when you speak to someone about this conspiracy theory, that they say is this is proof. This is their quote unquote proof of concept. What they have to do now too is more of a modernizing of it in the digital age. People like to argue that instead of overt propaganda, today's version uses algorithms, entertainment content, and social media, and to help steer collective psychology, issues, and like the algorithm echo chambers, where you have platforms like Facebook, YouTube, TikTok amplify contents that keep user emotionally reactive, which can help kind of polarize and shape their beliefs and stuff. Like it's like like a cave. You yell echo, everything else echoes down. So just because you shout it out there, everything's gonna go with it. You ask for it, it's gonna be there, no matter what it is.
So what's the conspiracy? Because just because obviously that shit's bad, but is it like intentionally done by someone?
Yeah, this one basically just says that the government, or just it could even be a third party, not just the government, like Illuminati, etc. Any big group is actually using media, like I said, anything of that sort to kind of help sway people's minds and with subliminal messaging to get whatever they want out of the public without the public knowing. That's really what it's kind of going at with it. Like,
so the government, the CIA is just the government's marketing agency.
Oh yeah. Basically, that's what a lot of these people who know this conspiracy theory, what they like said, that they originally cite MK Ultra, Mockingbird, things like that, because those were real CIA operations. Those were actually done. Those were actually released to the public. So people, when they saw that, they said, well, if it's happened then, who's to say it's not happening now? And they go in this conspiracy theory goes so much deeper in the fact that it talks about like if there's not just the government.
The CIA has so much more oversight nowadays than it did back during MK Ultra.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the bat bombs, dude. Like like little things like that. But the thing is too, the Fentarang, it's coming in. The new release coming soon.
We find out fucking Skid Row is just another CIA op to just let's dose everyone with lethal quantities of fentanyl.
Well, the thing is too. I'm sorry. What you got, buddy?
Let's say they were doing this today. The question would be, how would they do it, and what would they be doing? Like, would they be saying, "Oh, you're gonna like America"? Like, would that be their thing? Or
because I don't think anybody's saying you should like America. Clearly, the message has changed.
Yes, so the message changed, but what does it change to? And the bigger question is, does it have to be a message, Does it even have to be an echo chamber, right? Some of the documents I was skimming a little bit, one of the things they talked about is introducing people to contradictory bits of information so they're absorbed by cognitive dissonance and they can't make a decision thoughtfully, right? So maybe the mind control is just robbing people of their ability to have agency or to think clearly at all, as opposed to a particular narrative.
Yeah, and that's why I said too, it doesn't have to be the government, it could be a third party, anything of that sort, anything with power. And that's the part that makes this one, in my opinion, the scariest of it all, because you just don't know. You only know from past experience, past files that have been like released. You don't know anything else like that. And if this is to be true, you have your freedom of thought is questioned. You kind of get a collapse of trust of what you're hearing or what you're seeing, anything like that. Because I mean, let's be honest. If out of the blue someone's like, "Hey, yeah, just so you know, everything you've learned for the past 5 years is not true," what are you going to start trusting at that point? Because I've been told my whole life that I have the best thing of learning at the tip of my fingertips with my phone. If all of a sudden that was turned sideways and said, "No, that's not all true," what do you trust?
I don't think anyone out there is naive enough to believe that nobody on the internet is lying to them about anything.
Well, I'm not saying
it's pretty obvious that every person and organization has their own agenda. Every company wants you to buy their shit over their competitors. So they're gonna try and manipulate you to do that through marketing or whatever. But is there something that you think that the government is pushing right now, specifically?
I don't think personally. I cannot say, because I personally just don't like to drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. That's not who I am. But for me, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go with the flow with what I see and what I do. I'm gonna know my life experiences. But I can always just say that there's just so many people who I've ran into in my lifetime who they just believe the most. In my opinion, could not be bizarre to them, but it's bizarre to me. And I was like, why would anyone think that? But again, it comes down to they've heard it somewhere, somehow, from something.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not that hard, to get sucked into these echo chambers on the internet.
Oh yeah, I mean, I look at my TikTok, dude. Every time I go on there, I make the algorithm for my For You page. I like what if I like certain pages or if I watch certain videos or even if I just search up something, that's what it becomes. You know what I mean? Even with YouTube, Instagram, if you find a certain videos you like, you watch them and you kind of just start getting that stuff back. It's become very mainlined. Is that hey, you like this? We'll get you more of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, definitely. There's with social media and the phone overall, there's a whole other biological sort of factor playing out. I always forget the chemicals, but dopamine. It's giving you a hit of when you're opening up your phone and you're having whatever positive experience. And then you're getting flooded with cortisol, if you're seeing something that you don't like, both of which are kind of addicting.
And then the CIA is also secretly dosing you with fentanyl.
So it just juices whatever effect is already there through the media. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, even then too, I've noticed that I would have a day or something like that, and I'll be like, I'm just gonna go on TikTok, and something I've either said or done in the day would kind of show up in there, and I'm like, that's kind of weird and creepy. I think everyone has had an experience similar to this. You'd be like, man, I'm really looking for ladders. I need to get a new one, and then also you get all these ads for ladders.
Yeah,
little weird things like that. It's just so. It's not even subliminal half the time. When
you say something out loud and then you suddenly start getting recommended ads for it, you're like, who the fuck is listening to me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not, I said, sometimes not even subliminal. I'll be like, man, I just need a new ladder, and all of a sudden I get a Home Depot for hey, you got ladders,
Right. Yeah. Right. Sometimes I think I don't even say it, which I must or something, but I won't even say it. And I'm like I didn't even say ladder. I swear I never said ladder. I only thought it. Why am I saying ladders? Maybe I just said it, But the thing is, it's okay, let's say I wanted to brainwash you guys. How would I do it? I just posted this link called yipitdata.com. And apparently, if you're a company, you can just buy people's data for like $2 a person. So it wouldn't be that fucking hard to just
profile on someone and then
feed it to an algorithm. Like, that wouldn't be that difficult, honestly. You know,
well, that too. I mean, the amount of information just on us alone that is just sold and shipped around, it's not a secret. You know what I mean? Like, there is nothing hidden about you as a person, which is always exciting. Right. The know when you know it. So, but like I chose this one just because for me personally, that's kind of freaky. I don't know what I would do if I woke up tomorrow and I was just kind of like, wow, everything I've learned for the past such and such time frame, it was fed to me. Not true.
I feel like I wouldn't be that surprised. I kind of like assume that most of the information I see nowadays is fake or manipulated in one way or another.
Sure. But I think he's talking even deeper, just like the entire like story of America kind of that you've been fed is like.
Well, the history books are all made up, that kind of shit.
Yeah. See, you understand where I'm going at with it.
Yeah, well, because that's basically been my year.
There's definitely lies in the history books.
History's written by the victor.
Yeah.
Well, you can get some really good perspective on, especially like American history these days, that like kind of shines a light on all of it, from the founding fathers up to like the modern era. With everything that happened through like JFK and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of disturbing, like how much you can actually like learn about history. Like, take George Washington, for example, is just kind of like this classically idolized hero. But the more you learn about him, the more you realize like he was like super egotistical.
Yeah, but then you also have to realize that this was 250 years ago, and all of the new information that you're learning could also just be fake that people are making up to push different agendas to make you hate him. Maybe he was a good guy, and all of the information you're learning about how egotistical he was also fake and was made up by a different organization. Maybe the information that he was a nice guy was also fake. Maybe there's no actual information about him, and it's just two opposing people making up fake information, and they're trying to convince you that they're right. Maybe. It was 250 years ago. Who the fuck is there to prove definitively that George Washington was a real person?
I made him up.
Conspiracy theory.
Like, come on. If we're talking about fake information, you have to be open to the idea that everything is fake.
Well, for me, I'm just talking about the possibility, because I'm not going to say without a doubt that everything is or isn't. That's not my place to stand on it. I always say make your own truth and live it and enjoy it your own way. I also just believe in that if you just understand that everything in the world can be opposite of you, but also as long as you accept that it can be different and let it be. And not get upset about that not everything's going to go the way you want it to go, or not everything's going to be the way you want to be, that it'll be okay.
Yeah, that's a nice way to look at it, but I prefer to look at it from more of a chaotic, neutral perspective, where I just want to fuck people's brains up and destabilize their perception of reality.
That's why you're not in a place of power, and I don't think you ever will be.
I don't want to help them or hurt them in any way. I just want them to suffer uncertainty and distress.
Nate, have you considered working for the CIA?
Everything they love may be wrong, and everything they hate may be wrong.
It's all right, our listeners. He eats bag. He goes by food by the bag load.
Right.
We're okay.
But you have no proof that any of that information is true. I could have been making that up, though.
That's right.
I know
those gummy bears could have been fake PSYOP gummy bears.
Yeah.
PSYOP gummy bears. The name of the episode, PSYOP gummies.
Well, in the world where the rest of us accept physical reality,
it's debatable whether your perception is actually true or not.
The whole thing about this one too, and the why I brought up is because Isaiah brings up a valid point. Like, you can say anything is real or not. I can say that
that's
you're
not
wrong.
My point. That is.
I thought that's where you're going. I know. No, I'm just trying to say that, like, I thought we were going to the fact that, like, yeah, there's have your facts here, but like also in the fact that this could be brought up that anything is wrong or anything is right. There's just the fearful factors that it's unknown and that everything could be Nothing.
Oh God, the degree to which people hate just uncertainty is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
the human
That's
mind
true.
itself, it just absolutely abhors uncertainty.
That's how a lot of this works, right? If you can make somebody certain about something, or if you can deliberately fuck with that, you basically have two levers with which you can control them. The actual things they are certain or uncertain about are almost secondary.
It's true.
You know.
Yeah, people will do almost anything to avoid uncertainty.
Yeah, even if it is running with an idea with no facts or no thought behind it.
Yeah, for sure.
See, it happens. But yeah, so that's why I chose it, because so this one really just, I was like sitting there reading them, because I was reading up on a bunch of them. I was like, dang, I don't know what I would do if I was just, they said like, hey guys, guess what? Everything you learned is wrong. I'm like, wait a minute.
I mean, I probably wouldn't.
Because that's reality.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do anything differently.
I mean, ultimately, you don't do anything differently because you still have to survive in the world. But it kind of puts a different perspective. Like when you do realize you have been like sold a line.
Well, and on top of it too, you kind of think what thoughts were really yours, or what were you kind of led to believe?
Yes, right. And a big part of like getting over or dealing with like trauma and stuff is just like having the realization of like what's going on with you. And you realize that a lot of people basically like your starting point, like it's just hard to realize that maybe you're thinking in a weird way because you're being influenced in a weird way. So it's like, how do you even get out of the rut? How do you even get outside of your normal perspective to see a different perspective, I guess, is ultimately what I'm saying.
In my opinion,
Yeah.
I don't think most people even have personal perspectives. Like, in order for you to come up with your own ideas and your own perspectives, you have to think about things from a perspective where you're not constantly being bombarded with external thoughts and opinions and ideas. And so many people with like media and television and YouTube, like there is not a single moment in their day where they are not being bombarded by external opinions. Almost nobody has their own ideas anymore. You're just bombarded with 1,000 ideas from other people, and you pick which ones you want to believe are true.
Very true.
Like less than 1% of the opinions that people hold nowadays are probably original opinions that they came up with based on evidence. It's just something someone told them, and they either chose to believe it or to not believe it.
Right. Like I remember when I was a kid, in like even something like English class, to be fair, a lot of people just didn't give a fuck, and I was a little teacher's pet, so that factored in significantly. But I remember the teacher would ask us our opinion on a particular political issue, and literally a 34 or 40 person class, everyone would say one of the same two sentences. And then I would say a completely unique paragraph. And I'm like, I got to the point where I'm like, no one thought about this, did they? Like no one actually thought about this, did they?
Well, it's because other people thought about it for them, and then they just picked one of the opinions. Yeah.
There's something called the base rate fallacy, BASERATE, and it's something like people believe, literally normal, even people like us, smart people, believe with one brain cell, believe 95% of what they hear uncritically on a day-to-day basis.
I mean, you kind of have to. Like, you don't have the mental brain space or the capacity or the time to critically analyze everything you've ever heard 24/7 and make an original opinion. Like, do I think this is true?
You don't.
Like, you kind of just have to roll with shit sometimes.
Yeah, 100%,
Like the whole idea, people are like, oh, if you're, I fucking hate it when people, because sometimes you hear something and then you share it to someone else, and it turns out that the information you heard was wrong, and then you just shared a lie to someone else unintentionally. And people are like, oh, well, that's your responsibility. And I'm like, you can't fucking expect everyone to fact check everything they ever hear for their entire fucking existence.
Yeah.
What do you mean I
that's
didn't
absurd.
I Googled the sky was blue when you told me it's a beautiful blue day?
And also, information can be incomplete. Like, let me give you an example. I went on Copilot and like I had a little bit too much sodium. How can I correct that? And it was like eat bananas. So I went ahead and I ate 6 bananas in the last hour, and my kidneys now feel like they're going to explode because apparently eating bananas has other effects.
Dude, I don't think Copilot's gonna be your saving grace tonight, dude.
There's also the part where Copilot didn't tell you to eat 6 bananas. You inferred that.
That's true. And you see, you're making me have to fact check. That's my point. No.
It's like, I see where you're going at with this. You took that as facts at face value. You didn't look into anything else about like for your height, weight, body weight, anything like that.
Right.
And you just went, oh, this is it, and you went for it, and now you're just like kind of regretting it. I think is that where you're going at with it? Am I reading it right?
No, you're right. You're 100% right. And
He said that he took it at face value, said this is facts, and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which was kind of dumb. And here's the thing now. This is really interesting because we were like,
we love you.
what is truth? What is truth? Kind of like, not to be too personal, but in your job, Brighton, you have to determine, one of the things you determine is who's telling the truth, right?
Yeah, and how we determine that is through hard facts.
Right.
It has to be through video footage and cannot be misconstrued.
Another thing that you might correct me if I'm wrong, but another thing, I mean, seems kind of obvious is somebody's story coherent with itself? Is it consistent? Is that true?
Oh yeah. If they have consistent stories and everything kind of lines up without any video footage, because you're not always going to have video footage of everything. As long as they kind of stay consistent, you end up asking 15 million times what the story is to see if they slip up. But once you kind of get multiple stories of like, yeah, that lines up, everything's lining up. Like you said, that's considered factual.
Well, nowadays, Brian, I can get you video footage of anything.
Yeah.
We told you to stop filming us, Nate.
He's just sneaking underneath the car. He's just filming us.
That's what I meant. Is I actually am following all of you all the time.
He's not talking about AI. He's
not
filming us.
He actually does.
I mean, but that's true. That'll have to be for like another episode. Talk about AI, because we've had a whole thing of discussion about that and everything. That's been gnarly. Because, like you said, I could get video footage of anything nowadays, and that's scary too. Again, perceived to be fact, because people who don't know, I've seen all the time on TikTok. I was like, "This is real." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say 2 good books that talk pretty much about this whole thing that you've been talking about are Chaos by Tom O'Neill and The Devil's Chessboard by David Talbot. Highly recommended. And your whole, like, I don't know what I would do, blah, blah, blah. That's basically been my year. Very disillusioning, but...
Yep. So just remember, everyone, everything that you hold true and dear is false. Everything.
I will end my conspiracy on this here and there. You have the people who love you. You stay with those people who love you. They know what they are. That's okay. You don't need to worry about nothing else.
Exactly. Fundamentally, conspiracy theories are a problem of social trust, and the way that you counteract that is by rebuilding social capital in your community and in your life. That's,
I like it. I'll run with that. And
or you can buy a bunch of guns and barricade yourself in your home.
Yin and yang, mate. Yin and yang.
You know, inciting violence is a crime, so no, don't do that.
I mean, that's not inciting violence if you just barricade yourself in your home.
You're telling people to do it, they can run with it.
The One Brain Cell
Podcast at the end of the episode where I dox Nate so that you can go ahead and send him charges.
The One Brain Cell Podcast does not recommend boarding up your house or your apartment and
or arming yourself
or your apartment
or bungalow. I don't know, whatever you're in.
Boarding up your residence and or domicile.
I just think of Breaking Bad when you say domicile.
That's why I fucking love that.
We don't recommend it, but we would like to remind you that you do have free will.
No, don't remind them that. That's illegal. They could use free will.
Go next. Who's got the next one?
I want to hear Nate's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He did say I do want to hear his.
Oh, I didn't really look into that one that much. That was kind of just a funny one. One silly conspiracy theory that I was looking at was Gaylor Swift, which is the widespread internet conspiracy that Taylor Swift is secretly gay. Which
I can see it.
Personally, not that hard to believe. To be real,
It is called Gaylor theory.
yeah. There's been lots of people who have documented her close female friendships with other women that they believe are actually sexual relationships.
She's out there munching box.
Yeah,
There's a great.
People go over her song lyrics and like very heavily read into what every fucking perspective and pronoun she uses in her songs. They're like, oh, she's speaking from a male perspective, which means she's expressing her love for another woman. You know,
That makes sense. There's a great book on this called The Swifties Chessboard.
Holy fuck.
It's about 300 pages. It goes,
yeah.
That's a
I'm
thing.
not
Why
saying
not?
it's true, but I'm not saying it's false either. You know, I mean, Taylor, she gives off
Very
some
handsome woman.
vibes. You know,
She does. Meanwhile, her boyfriend has no fashion sense. Have you seen him?
Yeah,
Like,
let's be real.
how many
Who
guys
would
have
date a
fashion sense,
football
though?
player?
that's true. All I'm saying is that he definitely is not also gay. So, because like I saw one thing where he walked into an NFL game wearing like short shorts and loafers and high socks, and I'm like, that's what I wear around the house when I'm like taking out the trash and I'm just putting on the first shoes that
I don't know,
can
Seth.
put
Maybe you
on.
just don't have very good gaydar. Or maybe you're gay and you don't even know it.
You know
Looks in the
what?
mirror, nothing.
He's right, dude. I turn on my gaydar. He's right over us. He's right here.
He's right on top of me.
He's right on top of me.
So yeah, I'm looking at this a little bit. They're talking about like their secret relationships with women that Taylor Swift has had, such as with model Carly Kloss or actress Diana Agron.
Get it.
But also too, like,
You think she likes
I don't
feet?
know. She might. I think she strikes me as a feet kind of gal.
Yeah, you know.
Like, but that's also, you know, case in point, like, and you know, they see us all together at Sugar Rush or whatever. They could assume that we're all together.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
you
we
know,
told them we were all together, so that's a
No,
little
I said
different.
it was a anniversary. They don't need to know what anniversary it is.
Anniversary of when we got out of the core. We're going to Sugar Rush.
Yeah, so we go to a fucking all-women Instagram food place. Hell yeah. Yeah.
So Nate wants to like shatter everybody's reality, but his conspiracy theory is Gaylor Swift.
Yep.
Oh, apparently she once blew a kiss to a lesbian couple during one of her shows.
Well, that's an open and shut case. You said that. You said this was a theory, Nate. You didn't say you had hard evidence.
Nate, I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of a lackluster follow up after the one that I've had. You're like, yeah, Taylor Swift gay.
Well, you guys
break.
want
It's a
something
good
lighthearted, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying
no,
to lighten the mood a little bit.
It is a good
And,
switch up.
you know, yours is kind of doubtful whether it was true or not. Mine's pretty open and shit.
Government controlled Taylor Swift theory. No.
Mine's an actual conspiracy theory, but Taylor Swift is
Yeah, you
actually.
know, you've given people so much doubt. I wanted to give them a little bit of certainty, you know?
I want to give them the hope that they need, the light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly.
Taylor Swift, come
Especially
on the
all those women out
podcast.
there who
Let's fight
love
these
Taylor,
allegations.
knowing that maybe one day they can be with her. I just want all those women out there, all zero of our female viewers, or maybe one, to know that they have a chance with Taylor.
All 0.7 of our female viewers.
Right, dude? Shit.
All
All right,
I
Seth,
said he's
who's
talking about
going
that.
next? You or me? Oh, wait, sorry. Keep going.
Oh no, I was just gonna say because I'm reading up on this as I go because this is something new to me and I kind of like it's kind of fun to read up on. I love my conspiracy theories.
You're
But,
always
like-
here for the trash, dude.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I love the trash, dude. I don't want to be in it, but I love it.
It's tickling his fancy.
But yeah, they have the queer lens interpretation, which is a broader approach of applying a queer reading to her work, arguing that some of her songs make more sense when interpreted through this lens. So basically, the premises of that was to say the premises of this is like, well, if you look at it this way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
How would a non-queer person adopt a queer lens, and how would they know if they were adopting it properly?
There's got to be a website or something.
Yeah. It's called onebrimcellpodcast.org
slash merch
/G Swift
Low key, I'll probably edit this out, but that's my question about. Well, never mind.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
What's this my crime
That's
here?
my question about.
That's actually a brilliant question. How do you know?
Get it.
How do you know what? Okay, that could get. That's just. We'll get into stoner. How do you know what you don't know? That's Stonerville.
How do you prove that every woman's perspective is similar in the first place? Because it's not even a matter of gender; it's a matter of individuals, right? Like
That's true.
You can't prove that you have the same perspective as any other individual.
Fortunately, I won't make that joke. Anyway,
Seth, what's your theory?
So we were talking about shining light on things. So here's my theory.
There we go.
So I'm going to lead in with this story. One time, I was in a small town with my family. We were on vacation, and I've always had really, really freakishly good eyesight. And one time there was this feeding tank for little fish. They were breeding fish, and they would, wherever you would stand next to them, they would scatter, and they would kind of jump up and down right next to you. And I looked down at them and I go, oh, that's so cute. And my mom's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, they're opening their mouths. They want you to feed them. And no one else around me could see them opening their mouths because of how quick it was, but I could. So we actually took a picture and took the individual frames, and we could see they're opening their mouths. So I've always had freakishly good eyesight. And one thing I noticed as of recent is as I was going to sleep, I'd often leave my phone facing up as opposed to down. And I would, out of the corner of my eye, I would almost see these really quick flashes from my phone. But when I would look at my phone, it wasn't like the camera actually turned on or the screen actually turned on. So I'm like, it's almost like there's a flash, but it's not quite one you can see what's going on. So it turns out that most modern phones use a non-visible or very difficult to see spectrum of shortwave light to determine whether you're looking at the phone in order to turn on or off the screen. And there are actually, some of this is conspiratorial, but there are actually apps that you can download that will pulsate this while you sleep to change your circadian rhythm. One of them is called Time Shifter. Jet lag and work apps control your circadian rhythm. And so there are a lot of studies that indicate things like, for example, when women have their time of the month, it used to be a lot more synchronized than it is now. And the thought process is that this is related to people's circadian rhythm, and it's related to artificial light in their environment. Where it gets conspiratorial is the following. It is known that hotels and other popular, places where people congregate and they have things like jet lag, they have lighting which overtly will it'll wake you up to maybe a sun lamp in the morning. But the thought process is actually, they also do these brief flashes while you sleep in order to modulate your REM sleep so you wake up without jet lag, perhaps without your full consent. And this could be affecting people, and this is where it gets real fun, this could even tie into mind control insofar as people are more easy to control when they're more tired. It's that simple.
Wait, so the flashing lights they ruin your sleep? Are they fixing your jet lag, or are they making it worse?
It depends. So they can either ruin your sleep, or they can. My understanding is sleep is a cycle like a sine wave, and there are high and low points. And if you hit them at the right time, you can cause someone to more smoothly wake up.
So what are the hotels doing? You say the hotels may be secretly flashing lights. Is that supposed to help fix your jet lag so that you wake up and you feel more rested?
I think so. You might not feel more rested over the course of the day, but you'll initially wake up without jet lag because it's synchronized to the day and light cycle of the where the hotel is located.
Okay, that sounds really cool. And my question would be, why would they hide that if it's a beneficial thing for the customer, though? Wouldn't they use that as a selling point?
Because it's not consented to, and because it does things like synchronize with your phone to know what you time zone you came from, things like that.
I don't know why they
telling
wouldn't
you
just
right now,
make it
dude.
a consensual thing and then advertise it as a fucking bonus selling point.
Telling you right now, dude. That was, first of all, that's one of the freakiest things I've ever heard. With the eyesight, dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Did you even notice that? I was like, this is definitely bullshit. And then
How
you're like,
does
okay,
eyesight
no, it's
even
definitely
tie in?
real.
Are you saying that you can see spectrums of light that other people can't see?
It's not that they're not visible, it's that they're super quick, and they're probably not visible to like most
Are you
or
saying
all people.
Is that even your eyes then? That's just your brain having a faster frame rate.
Isn't it like an autistic thing?
I don't think.
Hang on. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm like legit trying to be like, I think I remember like before when I was learning about autism in school, they were like talking about how they see the world and all that. And they had us cover our ears and they kept flashing the lights and they would say things and all that stuff. They're like, that's how some people see the whole world. I'm like, why the flashing lights? I said, because they can see when the bulbs flicker and stuff, because they're always flickering. You just don't notice those little details, but they do.
That explains why autistic gamers care so much about frame rate.
But I wasn't trying to be rude. No. I was like, I thought that was a thing. I mean, I do agree because you and I spoke very, very briefly about this the other day because I was talking about how blue light has been known to mess up like your production of melatonin and like sleep and all that stuff and mess with that. So like, how could light not be important to your body's sleep and just bodily functions?
No, totally. Yeah. Well, and I don't know about the hotel thing because I don't think most hotels are gonna like spend the money.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe catch the right CAA hotel or something.
Yeah, or even your phone has. Unfortunately, I learned some of what I'm about to say from a Peter Griffin AI deepfake video that I could not find again.
The most factual source.
with that what's that Minecraft parkour game in the background? But it was talking about how your phone if you have an Android phone, it has telemetry that's enabled by default, and this includes a small sentiment analysis thing that is baked into it, and it's on by default, and it's just considered some BS with telemetry. So it doesn't look like anything severe, but it wouldn't take much for them to tie in the modulation of your sleep cycle or at minimum knowing about it with that kind of sentiment analysis. And if you really wanted to mind control someone when they sleep and how well they sleep is like step -1 to doing so,
Think about this. Think about all the people that are wearing the sleep monitors or like the fitness monitors and stuff. That's monitoring not only their sleep, but like their whole circadian rhythm throughout their whole lives, basically.
That's true.
And you don't need everybody to do it because you get enough information on the people that are doing it to kind of create a profile of people. You know what I mean? So you can say, okay, people like this tend to have these sorts of rhythms and shit. And then boom, there you go.
You show them a picture of something controversial, you see their fucking sleep is 10 times worse or whatever. Yeah. Like sometimes growing up, I was a bit of a scaredy cat, and I'm still not completely immune, although I'm mostly immune now. I've matured, one hopes. But sometimes when I wake up at like 3 a.m. to take a piss, I'll look at YouTube Shorts because I have extremely poor judgment, and I'll turn on YouTube Shorts. I'm like, what better way to look at 3 a.m. right before I go back to sleep? And like all 15 of them in a row will be like dark room demonic face, scary face, and I'll go to the next one, scary face, scary face, and I'll be on the third one. I'm like, I see what you're fucking doing. Like, leave me the fuck. I'm trying to sleep, you motherfucker. Like,
It's like, why did you pick up your phone then?
yeah,
You're trying to be scared.
you don't want to sleep. You want to be scared. It's like, no.
You feeling a certain way at 3 a.m.?
Why you up? Is there something in the darkness?
Well, the solution is easy, Seth. You gotta throw them off your scent. You gotta go to bed and wake up at drastically different times every day.
Dude, just do random shit. Yeah, that's what I'm really doing. The reason why I got a bunch of bananas from Target and just ate them all, and I literally have not eaten a banana for like 15 years, was just to throw off my scent.
In Dossier doesn't really eat bananas.
Yeah.
Sorry, movement.
Trying to throw us off. Yeah, fucking. One thing I can tell you for sure about him is he's never gonna eat a banana. Sir, sure, you're gonna want to see this.
Sir, I hope you didn't place money on that bet. He went to co-pilot.
Oh, no. Shit. The one factor we couldn't have predicted. Artificial stupidity modulated with human stupidity. Creating unpredictable n-dimensional stupidity.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to what you're saying. Like I said, because with how much light, like people have their studies about it, where people like put your phone down before you go to bed, and make, it's killing melatonin, pre-production, all that stuff, and it's just making people where they don't sleep. I don't know if you guys do. I think I remember one of you mentioning it earlier, but like a lot of times people who work around computers all day wear like those blue light glasses to help, not mess up their eyes. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that it's such a big factor.
Yeah.
Dude,
like,
I wear those red light glasses now, and when I'm wearing them, I have no problem falling asleep. It's crazy.
I mean, every phone comes with nightlight mode, which like makes the screen yellow.
Yeah, mine's always on. It's nice.
I just keep mine on nightlight mode perpetually.
Same.
Yeah, I have mine set go on at a certain time. But then I feel like I'm like in a weird like honey like world because everything's just like,
dude, I like how the world looks through my red tinted glasses,
Your rose colored glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see red.
I see purple, sir.
When I get mad, I see red. Take off your glasses. Never mind.
Oh, sir, thank you. I thought it was too literal.
I thought I was mad.
Starts getting all huffy when he puts on the glasses.
I can only tell what emotions I'm feeling by what color everything looks like.
Everything's green, so it must be good.
Give him the blue glasses.
He just has like a mood ring. He's like, how do I feel? And he's looking at it. He's like, all right, it says I'm feeling sheepish. Okay. Man. And then he just walks away.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is kind of, yeah.
All right,
it's kinda,
boys.
I don't know.
I like that one. I think people underestimate. That's one of the weird parts about being a civilization in modern society is like the natural modulation we get from like sunlight isn't here, and we don't see the sky anymore, which is hella weird. Which brings me to my conspiracy theory: hollow moon. All right.
Cheese.
What?
Cheese? Like the moon is cheese? That's
Cheese?
It's hollow because we ate it?
No. What is? There's what
Could the moon be hollow and be made out of cheese?
Didn't they hit it and it had a resonance that reflected hollowness? Isaiah?
Yes, this is true. This is true. So I'm going to start out with a couple quotes. It seems much easier to explain the non-existence of the moon than its existence. This was said by Dr. Robin Brett from NASA. Lunar orbiter experiments, getting to what Seth just talked about, had vastly improved knowledge of the moon's gravitational fields and indicated the frightening possibility that the moon might be hollow. Dr. Sean C. Solomon, Columbia University. The last one is a little more speculative, but it's fun. He says the best possible explanation for the moon is observational error. The moon does not exist. All existing explanations for its presence are fraught with difficulties. Some dude named Erwin Shapiro, not even a doctor, said that, but I thought it was a fun quote.
So you're saying the moon might actually just be a projection, which would explain why we only ever see one side of it.
Good point. Oh, I never thought of that. Apparently, the Chinese are on the other side. Dude, yeah, the other side, it's just 2D. They're like, fuck, don't tell anybody.
God damn it, that'd be hilarious.
It's a JPEG in the sky, dude.
It's a GIF for each of the different.
Oh my god, yeah.
let him speak. Let him speak. I want to go further.
The moon is an animated GIF.
There's like a random Peter Griffin running on the moon. Like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to be there.
Fucking Apollo 11 is like, it's flat. What the fuck?
One small step for, it's flat.
Holy shit.
Flat moon
That's
theory.
good.
We always talk about flat Earth. What about flat moon?
Yeah. What about flat moon? Oh my god.
You globe heads are so focused on the Earth.
Everyone's focused on the wrong planet. It's not the flat Earth. It's the flat moon.
The moon,
Flat
yeah.
moon, guys. Get it right.
Okay,
It's a
so
projection. It's
let's
flat.
say the moon was flat. Okay, it's flat. Yeah, I mean, not flat. Let's say it was hollow. What would be the
hollow.
It's like pumice. Rub your little heel on it, get some skin off. What's the big implication? What's the big deal? Aren't planets naturally hollow sometimes?
That's true. Venus is a gas planet.
No, the answer is no. Pretty much everyone
the
who
answer
thinks
is
it's
definitely
hollow, either it would upend our cosmology completely, or it would suggest that it isn't a naturally occurring phenomenon.
I mean,
Like
it'd be
Hollow
really
Earth?
cool if it was hollow, but like gravity suggests that it physically can't be without external interference, right?
Right. Which maybe is provided by the moon. The idea being with this hollow moon theory, basically that the moon is some sort of alien satellite that was brought here at some point. Presumably, obviously, to bring like the climate stabilization that it does. And maybe as like a spy satellite. But the really weird things about the moon is like it's just like all of the current scientific explanations just kind of fall short.
For like how it
there's-
formed.
Yeah, and how it got here. There's an idea that like it was just kind of captured as it was floating by the Earth, which is basically impossible. There's the idea that I guess they call it accretion theory. Basically, it was made at the same time as the Earth and just accreted from like Earth materials, but it doesn't have any of the same like composition as the Earth, so that it doesn't make any sense. And basically like a giant impact theory, just like crazy shit that just is basically impossible.
that's
and
true.
still doesn't do a lot to explain like the materials don't match.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird.
Because I've
And,
heard
like,
that,
all
like people say that the moon was like an asteroid that crashed into Earth when it was still molten and malleable.
Right.
And then like
Right.
it broke off. But if it crashed into Earth and then separated, it should share some material makeup similarities, right?
And it wouldn't be hollow.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be hollow.
It would be a dense mass, right, that formed and got squished up by gravity. Another small thing is I don't know if this is stretching the case, but it's the perfect size for an eclipse. The ratio, it's
Right.
like something, it almost perfectly covers the sun, so we can just see the sun's rays. It's like the perfect size for that.
Yeah, that is a funny
Yeah,
coincidence.
that's-
Like the size and the distance line up perfectly.
They do.
So wait,
Right.
do we know that like because I don't know much about planets, but like I know a lot of them they have like was it the molten cores or whatever? Do we know
Mm-hmm.
like if that's like something that every planet needs?
Well, no.
There's different kinds
Most
of
planets
planets,
don't have
but-
molten
Oh, yeah.
cores. Most planets have like solid metal cores, which produce the gravitational fields, and then they
Yeah.
tend to have molten like outer layers that
Like
form the
spinning.
magnetic layers, like Earth has.
Right.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I'm like because that would be in my mind one of the requirements to make it a planet. It's like it has some sort of core to
Mars,
it.
for example, doesn't have a molten section of its core, which is why it doesn't have the magnetosphere. which is why radiation is a big problem on Mars.
Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, and the thing, like, the moon is just fucking kind of backwards. Like, the surface material is older than, like, the shit underneath it, which is, like, only happens on Earth if there was, like, maybe a meteor impact or we were, like, drilling. And the surface definitely is, like, denser than the core. There's something weird about, like, the rocks that are just, like, some of the rocks there are just, like, way older than the Earth. And, like, the lunar dust doesn't seem to be from the rocks on the moon. It has, like, a totally different chemical composition. There's just, like, a bunch of weird shit with it.
I feel like you might be able to explain some of that with just asteroid impacts, because the moon gets hit by a lot of asteroids, right?
Yeah. But the weird part about that is, like, the craters are all the same depth. So it's like a super, like, reinforced structure, and it has, like, a lot of titanium, chromium, and zirconium, which I guess are rare on Earth, but are abundant on the moon, which, again, could be from the asteroid impacts, but it seems like it's, like, fucking part of the structure.
Like it was designed that way?
Kinda, yeah. What Seth was talking about were the Apollo missions. 12 and 13 collided. With 12, they collided their lunar lander. I don't know what 13 crashed, but something bigger. And I guess they had, like, seismic instruments on the moon, and yeah, they detected that, like, ringing the first time for over an hour, and then on Apollo 13, it was ringing for over, like, 3 hours.
Wow.
Which is just fucking, like, weird.
It's really fucking weird.
Yeah. And the last part of this, because I always got to bring it back to history, but there are some kind of strange legends about, like, a sky before the moon. Roman and Greek authors talked about the Proselynes, who lived in a place called Arcadia, and said that they were here before the moon. Tiwanaku in Bolivia say that the moon arrived between 11.5 and 13,000 years ago. People that are a fan of alternative history will definitely recognize that as, like, right in the sweet spot for something called the Younger Dryas, which is like a cataclysmic event. And then the Zulu talk a lot about the moon actually being hollow, being brought here, and being inhabited by lizard people.
Nice.
What, do they move down here and found Silicon Valley or something?
Yeah, dude. Fucking Zuck from the moon, bro.
But we know the lizard people theory is true, so.
Here at Facebook, we're on the moon.
The crazy part about that to me is they say that, like, the climate on the Earth was totally different before the moon got here. Like, there weren't really seasons. The entire planet would have just been covered in, like, a thick water vapor. And we do know that, like, the moon kind of stabilizes to some extent, like, the climate here. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird to think about.
How does the moon affect climates? I thought it only affected tides.
Well, that would definitely create a big effect on the climate. I'd have to go a little bit more back into that, but
I'm just curious because I haven't heard people talk about the moon in seasons before. Or climate.
Yeah, I'm not an astrophysicist, but we can learn a little bit more about that.
I just Googled it very quick here. I got you. So the moon affects climate primarily through its gravitational pull, which causes tides in the ocean atmosphere by stabilizing the Earth's axis tilt, which keeps our climate relatively stable and predictable seasons. These effects are mostly subtle on a day-to-day basis, but atmospheric tides can lead to tiny changes in rainfall, air pressure, long-term lunar cycles may influence climate phenomena like El Nino. But basically what it's saying is that because it's there, it keeps things kind of regular and not all over the place. Yeah.
It's a huge thing there.
Yeah. But like it also can help influence changes in rainfall and things like that as well, which is a huge thing for climate.
Well, maybe we just need to blow the moon up and find out what's inside of it.
Let's pull a Despicable Me, right? We'll shrink the moon.
Honestly, dude, we do need to go do Journey to the Center of the Moon. We absolutely do.
Yo, also, like, why have we never been back? What's up with that?
Oh, dude, aliens. I'm gonna go full.
We got too
ancient
close the
aliens.
first time, and they shut us down.
Dude, I don't know. There is a really weird interview with the crew of Apollo 11 after they are getting back from the moon, and they are not like thrilled or happy. They seem like depressed, kind of scared.
Well, imagine if you found out it was 2D. You get there and you're like, one small step for, oh, fuck.
I mean, imagine if you went there and found out it wasn't made of cheese. You'd be depressed too.
Yeah,
You'd be so sad.
First thing I do if I'm on the moon is I try to eat it. Once I found out it wasn't cheese, there will be some words, some choice words.
I would take off my spacesuit and immediately start to consume the moon.
There's oxygen out
will
there,
eat it.
although very little.
He's opening his feeding tube. Why? He has a feeding tube. Why did we had to go to
Got a custom suit. And you just hear vacuum noises. It's just me trying to eat the moon.
What the fuck?
The moon is full of oil. The moon is full of fucking perfect
Oh
oil.
my god! Imagine it's hollow, and the inside of the moon is just a giant ocean of oil.
Oh my god.
I don't know much about like space and all that. That's just never been my thing. But at the moon, have they? I know that you said they had like all different like minerals and elements on there that we don't really have quite common down here.
Right.
Do you think that like eventually we're just gonna be like, yeah, we can use that to start like a whole mining operation up there? And if so, do you think we're gonna find things like oil and stuff up there? I know oil's like for like it's more of
If we
breakdown of
found
like
oil on the moon,
Yeah,
that would
organic
suggest
matter.
that there
Yeah.
was like biological mass on
Right.
the moon at one point, which would be
Yeah.
crazy.
Right.
I was gonna say like, but like imagine we're like, oh, we're gonna go mine this, and also we find that out. Do you think that would like domino effect just be like, what else is going on with this moon, dude?
Hey, maybe it'd probably lead to more moon missions at the very least.
But yeah,
yeah.
I mean, we want that oil, but and then there's gonna
Yeah.
be some side. It's like, hang on, we got more stuff to figure out up here.
I could definitely see them mining it. I mean, I don't think they'll find oil, but not on the moon anyway.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
I
there's
don't know.
valuable
It's always
stuff
fun to
on the
find
moon. It's just a matter of like economics, right? Like
Yeah.
getting to the moon, mining it, and shipping it back. It's more expensive than just mining it on Earth.
We're
well,
building a
another
second
thing with these-
moon. It's called Moon 2.
Turns out there's actually a giant Death Star satellite dish on the backside of the moon.
There's another
I like to
moon.
imagine you get up close, it's just cardboard and it's just taped up to like a spaceship.
It's super obvious.
Yeah, I like it.
The back is a cone.
It turns out there's actually a second moon that's just perfectly behind the first moon, and we never saw it.
Who would have thunk it? Not us. Here we go.
Not us, man.
Please don't tell. I went up to the moon. There were all these aliens, and they're like, "Please don't tell."
With
Imagine
the
there's like
moon
a-
being hollow, do you think that would like what? I don't know. I guess my question would be like, what do you think that would entail, other than just the moon being hollow? I mean,
that would-
clearly
that
it does
would
all these
mean
other
that,
things, but what does it really do if it's
That
hollow?
would
What does it
mean that
matter?
either our definition of gravity is wrong, because I don't think you can structurally have a hollow, like, planetary object. So either
Isaac
our
Newton's
model of
can suck
gravity
it.
is wrong, or there's some artificial structure allowing the moon to be hollow and maintain its shape, which suggests aliens.
Right.
I just know Isaac Newton could suck it.
What the fuck did he know?
I saw this video, and they're like, "Oh, Isaac Newton, like Einstein, he made sense. Isaac Newton, he was just like saying stuff everyone knew, like dropping shit, you know."
You get hit in the head with one apple. Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, it goes down. Yeah, everybody knew that. That's not science.
Oh my gosh.
changes to everything
dude.
because of one apple.
I don't know. I think it's an
It's just
alien observation plane.
Maybe there's a little black hole in it.
We're
that
just their
makes
pets,
it
dude.
hollow.
We're like an anthill to them. That's all we
Yeah.
are. They're like, oh, look, they made nukes. Somewhere
Yeah,
else is
people
another
are
one. They're
like-
like, mine hasn't got that far yet, but they're thinking
People are
about
like,
it.
because in order to maintain the structure of the moon, you need gravity, which is normally explained by like a solid core. But what if there was just a
Right.
perfectly sized black hole in the middle and it was hollow?
Yeah.
and the black hole is somehow maintaining the gravitational force.
It's
Well,
perfect.
I think you said there's a marble in the middle.
That'd be cool.
The aliens are supposed to have, supposedly, according to the conspiracy theory, like cracked gravity, basically. So their propulsion is all based on gravity, blah, blah, blah. So why wouldn't they be able to have some sort of gravity situation in the middle of the moon?
I can say they are good pet owners because day-night cycle happens every time. Weather, it's
Tide
always
goes
there.
in, tide goes out.
Yeah,
They put me
exactly.
to bed every day.
Yeah, so like you know what I mean? So they're good pet owners, unless it's like automated. In that case, they're lazy.
We'll make it really,
Set up the
obvious
automation,
for
though.
them that we exist. We'll give them a really big artificial satellite that's totally hollow. The moment they land on it, they're gonna know. Like we don't want to spell it out, but they're gonna know immediately. Like,
Just imagine. I keep making jokes that we're pets, but like, just imagine like you have an ant farm, and also one of them just land on you with the ship that they made. You're like, "Whoa, hey, get up!"
well, apparently they also could be in the ocean. Not to get too far afield, but
Pacific Rim is real.
it could be. Like fucking
Pacific Rim, that'd be fucking awesome.
I want to pilot a Jaeger. I think that'd be fun. Start smacking down people on the moon with a giant
As a
robot,
man,
dude.
if I had to go out fighting fucking dinosaur aliens, that'd be a cool way to go.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's dream.
I'd be
Just
down for it.
I just want to
it's just
drive a buggy on the moon, do ramps.
That would be fun.
That'd be so cool. Like, you're on the inside, you're just going around.
If I get this baby high enough, I could float away on the river.
You get stuck in the center. It's hollow. You're just floating.
Maybe the moon is just like the visitor from Destiny.
What if like how deep are the craters? I know you said that like a lot of them are the same. So like
Yeah,
I'm
they're all the
curious on, like,
same
how
depth. I
deep
don't
they
know
are.
what that depth is, but yeah,
I got you. I'll go a quick Google search. We'll see.
give it a go. And to be fair, the symmetry, like the eclipse, isn't like 100% perfect. And like, of course, as time goes on, it's like falling more and more out of sync. But
Oh, dude, they're hundreds of thousands of meters deep. So like,
the craters on the moon
yeah,
are hundreds of thousands of meters deep.
yeah. What was it? Lunar crater depths vary.
I don't think so.
But many large, well-known craters are hundreds to thousands of meters deep.
Hundreds
They
of
are
meters.
relatively shallow compared to their diameter. For example, the Tycho crater is about 4.8 kilometers deep, and the Copernicus crater is around 3.8 kilometers deep. Wow.
And they have Schrodinger's basin, which may or may not exist.
Dude, that's like 5 miles
Yeah.
for the bigger one.
That's pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Whoa.
largest crater is about 5 miles. Yeah. That is kind of wild
Who
to
the hell
think
told
about.
me they were all the same size?
What if the moon started as a bubble?
Check my source.
Yeah, no, dude. It also
bubble.
ties in with mine, dude. I don't know. This is a Google search, man.
It's a Google.
Okay.
This is a real
you tell me
good.
Google can't lie to me.
I go to Bing.com and then I go to Bong.com.
Yeah, the only
I
source
do a
that's
big bang
guaranteed to be accurate is Joe Rogan. Okay, we all know
That's
this.
right.
Facts.
I would love to have Joe.
He hates us
Rogan as-
because he knows we're gonna pass him like next month.
Watch out, we got 8 views on our most recent one. You're in
We're
trouble.
right behind you, Joe Rogan.
Trouble, bro.
But that would explain it, right? What if the moon started as like a soap bubble, like a liquid bubble, then it froze, and that's why it's hollow.
That's a bit of a stretch. I feel like I have a lot of questions on that
I
one.
love the creativity though.
What would be more realistic, that or aliens? Probably aliens. Honestly.
Here, let me go. Let me answer that for you. The 2D moon. That's the most realistic one.
There you go.
Dude, have you seen that thing that says the moon is actually reflective and it like mirrors the flat Earth's continents? Dude,
What the
oh,
fuck?
it's so good.
I knew this was
gotta
gonna go
watch-
flat Earth as soon as we started talking about
Moon
hologram.
reflects
What
And
continents.
space is fake and gay.
What do you mean reflect continents?
You'll see.
What
You'll
does that
see.
mean?
You'll see.
You'll see. He says it.
Dude, check it out. Copy. Okay, this is good. If you think of the
Listen, you
Earth,
wanna see?
if you think of the Earth as being flat, and you look at the pattern, right? You look at the pattern of the imprints on the moon versus the pattern of the
Oh, you're saying the
continents.
What kind of
dark
retarded
splotches
shit
on
is
the
this,
moon?
bro?
What? Like, come on,
You've
you're
set the
Mr.
platform.
You're Mr. Conspiracy Theory. All of a sudden,
Look, Isaiah, you never know with him. He'll be like, "Yeah, no, this is real." And then like I would be like, "What is that?" And you're like, "Hang on, I thought we were going down the same rabbit hole. What happened?"
Listen, your conspiracy theory was great, but what this? I don't even. What is this supposed to mean?
you'll see.
Doesn't even
So
see
they're
anything.
creating a distortion of the globe to fit on a flat map.
No,
and
it
they're
fits
saying
pretty
that
well,
the
yeah.
continents on that flat map align with the dark splotches on the moon.
Yeah, like this one lines up pretty well. Yeah, like this one.
Seth, except you're forgetting that the moon would be mirrored. It would be flipped.
No, it's a lens, so it flips back again.
Well, I'm pretty sure like the profile of the dark spots on the moon is not consistent.
But see,
Maybe I'm wrong about
this
that.
is where it gets crazy.
I don't
It's
think so.
only a subset of the map that maps onto it, right? Everything outside of that subset is what's beyond the ice wall.
Well, that's easy to explain, Seth. It's because in flat Earth theory, obviously the moon doesn't illuminate the whole world at once. Otherwise, everyone would see the moon all the time.
Exactly.
Come on, you're not a true flat earther.
Exactly. Right. So we're on. If you
There's so
look,
much about this that doesn't make any sense. 'Cause, like,
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
Oh, which
see the
ice
moon at
wall?
night.
see the last one. The last one shows the concentric rings outside of our ice wall. So
Wait,
there's
there's
Thoth,
more
the
than
moving.
one ice wall?
Yes, there's Thoth, the moving island. There's Patia.
The old moon?
Yeah,
was
how
an
did the
old
moon
one?
change? You can't just have something like that just come into orbit without upending everything. But it makes more sense if there was
did.
an old moon
did
too.
upend everything.
Right? It's like
No, not right. What? He's
An old
reaching. He's
moon
reaching.
too. What did they do with the old moon? You'd have two moons at
would be
once. How you fuck
unbelievable.
shit up so hard?
it's
What
over
did they do
there.
with the old moon? It's over there. They put it in storage, dude. Don't you know?
What do you think the
Oh
North
my
Star
God.
is? It's
Why do
just-
they call it? Are they calling the Set and Anubis? Aren't those like the fucking your
Egyptian
Egyptian
deities.
names for like the moon
Yeah.
and the stuff?
Yeah, last lunar cycle. I don't know.
Why are they using
Seth-
fucking
yeah.
Egyptian names for that stuff then?
Well, we use Latin names
themselves.
for our moon and our stars and stuff. Why not? I mean, I don't think the moon's Latin.
But they've got Sol on one side, and then on the other side they have Set. So there are two suns, and one of them is Egyptian.
Well, those are just the names that they've chosen, right? These are all just placeholders for when we can get the first
Who the fuck
explorers.
are they?
No,
You're
man.
real authorities. Isaiah.
He's just. Hey God, this. I hope you understand. I've been doing something else completely on the side and just getting bits and pieces of this. What is that? What is happening here?
Yo, I have no idea.
Seth is
This
showing us the truth.
Yeah,
Like where did you pull this from? Why did you just have this ready to go?
I can't remember where I learned
We
this.
just- he has a whole file on his PC that says "Do not
Yeah.
open unless conspiracies are mentioned." And
Holy shit, dude! You guys
It's
believe in
okay, buddy.
Atlantis or what?
I do. Yeah,
Let's go.
I like fish people to be real, dude. That'd be fun.
I think.
Brian's got a fetish for fish people.
Dude, you're telling me if you met a mermaid, you wouldn't try the hit?
Hit what?
Is she a
it's
mermaid? Is she a fish from the waist up or the waist down?
Either, baby. Either. It's just a conquest at that point.
Oh my god.
Man, she was
You know what, I have
a
to.
fish, cold fish in bed.
I need that notch on that bedpost.
Oh my god, dude.
It would almost be like, nah, I'm gonna stop now.
He decided he doesn't want that on the
shit.
internet.
As we promised, we have reduced it back down to one brain cell.
we go.
If any of you know what's
Who's landing?
if have been to Antarctica and have been across it and can disprove the idea it's an ice wall, please let us know. Also, that's really, really stupid, and we don't actually think that. Thank you for listening.
That'll be our poll for this episode: is the moon flat?
Oh man.
The moon
Yes
is just the JPEG.
Yes or yes. Those are the options.
Flat moon theory, baby. Put it out there. Bro, we didn't even mention this episode.
Oh man, that's our next episode,
That's
man.
next episode.
Yeah,
that's
I'm gonna
next.
bleep that out.
Yeah, bleep it. So it has to be. Leave people on their toes.
That's why
Find
we
out
haven't
next
been back
episode.
to the moon.
Yeah.
There we go. God damn it, that's fucking funny. All right, folks, we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.